Oh, hi. You must be Becky. So good to meet you and finally put a face to the name. I have heard so much about you from the other girls. Yeah. I heard that you haven't decided to join the PTA yet. I mean, I can't say I blame you. The way it's handled by Susan, I mean, I feel bad for the school, but next year I'm gonna join, and how cute would it be if you campaigned with me as vice president? Just something to think about. Oh, and don't worry, I'll be paying for the whole campaign. My husband's very generous. Okay, so I wanted to meet up with you because I know Linda asked you to help plan her daughter's funeral. And since I have a lot of experience in event planning, I thought we could do it together. Isn't that fun? Plus then we can have some really nice things because, well, some of the decorations I was thinking about, I don't know that you could afford it. Well, I brought some things with me that we can look at together. First of all, I want to show you these beautiful roses that I got. Oh, okay, so first of all, it comes in this black box. Like, how elegant is that? Okay, so are you ready to see that? Sorry, I just wanted to do a little build up. So, here, let's put this down. Would you look how beautiful and elegant these are? Like, they are absolutely gorgeous and like super tasteful and simple. And so I was thinking we could have them like around the borders of the room. Yeah, and ivory. Why, is there another color you were thinking of? They have white. Oh no, they're really not that expensive. This is like the kind of range that my personal trainer could afford if he was going to buy me roses. They look just as pretty as the designer ones, don't you think? Here, smell them. I think this would be super cute, so I'm gonna put this on the list of decorations that we're gonna buy. Also, here's the other thing. So, obviously, for the funeral, because it's a funeral and we don't want it to be like super chaotic, we're definitely gonna need ushers, okay? And like that way we have people to show everyone where to sit, and so that way they can have little matching rose boutonnieres and it looks super classy. I'm gonna write it down. Super exciting. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk to you about was maybe deciding on some little dishes. Well, obviously if we're gonna have an event with a bunch of people, we want it to be memorable, especially for Sarah. You know, it's in memory of this beautiful little girl that just left us so soon. So, having some nice hors d'oeuvres circulating, that's really a good touch. Well, here, I put together a notebook. And it has some great recipes that I've cut out of magazines and found on Pinterest. We want to pick snacks and hors d'oeuvres that look like they're really expensive, because it's really important that this is elegant, because everyone's going to be there and we want them to say the right things. So let's see. Okay, brownies. Okay, I don't know if you know this about me. I'm vegan. Okay, it's really important to me that my body and energy are completely positive and cruelty-free. So brownies, I mean, unless you know some kind of gluten-free, egg-free, dairy-free, animal-free recipe for that, like, no one's gonna eat them. Yeah, because, like, I don't eat animal things or any processed foods. And, like, then we also have Debbie, who, like, doesn't eat anything. So, having brownies around are just gonna make her even more ornery, and it's not cute. Okay, so I have these little roasted parsnip tarts. That might be cute. Or this is a spinach strawberry salad. Now, obviously, we're not going to add the cheese, but, like, this could be super cute, and it's got pink and green in it. It's just going to go really well with the roses. Okay, so this is too savory. Oh, dinner rolls. How did I print that? Okay, so here we have some stuffed mushrooms with pine nuts and feta. And obviously we wouldn't do the feta, but we could use, like, maybe some blended radishes and just really strain it so they're thick. Well, I think it sounds good. Okay, and there's also a special dressing to go with that salad, which is this raspberry poppy seed. And it doesn't have any sugar or any gluten products, no animal products at all, and kind of blend the colors of the salad a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, Becky, but would you like us to have, like, ranch dressing? Please. This is a funeral for someone we care about. It's not a funeral for Susan. This one is for chickpeas with curry, except for that might be kind of problematic because, first of all, we really need to think about the venue. Chickpeas can be very inflammatory to the digestive tract, and that's really not good for your chi flow. Ooh. Okay, I didn't realize this rollatini was eggplant. If I had known that, we wouldn't have printed it. Oh, eggplants are a nightshade vegetable. So that means they're really bad for you. And like if it's bad for you, it's not vegan. I learned it from my personal trainer, Enrique. He's super, super spiritual. Oh. We recently got back from a little retreat in Ibiza for like 6 months. My husband sent us. It's really important to me to have a physical trainer with me all the time because I like to keep fit and healthy. It makes me a better mom. So, my husband made sure that Enrique got to go too, and it was so fun. Okay, well, here is some zucchini pasta with arugula pesto. That's fun. It's totally oil-free. Little dessert. I'm sorry, but haven't you noticed, like, very few people here eat carbs? Yeah, I mean, okay, for some people like Karen, it would probably help her out a lot because she's really wound tight. But carbs make you fat, and evidently they cause a whole lot of child behavioral issues, so we're probably not gonna have any. Well, I guess for dessert, Becky, we could have a fruit platter, but we're gonna need to make sure that you replate it, okay? Because we want more Neiman Marcus and a lot less Kroger. We want this to be a really classy funeral for Sarah. Okay, well, I don't see anything out, or anything I printed out here, anything else that I think we're going to agree on. So I think we're just gonna do that little salad and then maybe the mushrooms without the cheese. Well, you know what? If you have any ideas, you are more than welcome to text them to me, and then we can run them past Debbie's very extensive food elimination list. That sounds really like an exciting way to spend our time. Okay, so I also wanted to talk to you about having like a fireplace available. Like, I went to this one funeral on like this $50,000 cruise that my husband sent me on, and they had a fireplace in the cabin. So how fun would that be for a funeral to add that like extra homey, cozy kind of like close, sort of mise en scène. You think that's too far? Well, where do you think that we should have this funeral held? Her house? I mean, okay, well, maybe there's some kind of venue in the area that we can do some kind of like custom architecture that's just temporary. I mean, well, obviously you're not gonna fund it, but doesn't mean I can't. My husband makes so much money. He's so sweet to me. He sends me all over the world. I feel so secure in my marriage. As long as I keep up on my Botox, I keep having an allowance, and I just can't live without that. So I could be, convinced to maybe help pitch in by paying for a fireplace. What do you mean that's not realistic? Okay, we're gonna come back to this. Alright, so I also brought with me this little fashion magazine that we can look at. What do you mean it's insensitive? What's wrong with the name? Please, Becky. Can I call you Bex, by the way? Bex. I think you're reaching a little bit, don't you? Okay, so I thought it would be fun if we could all pick out some kind of like coordinating outfits for all of us. Maybe you can just buy it and then return it. Just don't take the tag off, honey. I mean, no one has to know how sad that is but you and me, and it'll just be our little secret. I don't judge. Okay, hold on. There was... what was it? Ooh, Harry Winston. So anyway, Becky, what would you say that your style is? You don't know? Well, maybe we could call it a little housewife bohemian. Okay, this magazine is not as helpful as I thought it was going to be. Okay, so, but you know what? Okay, so this is actually like the color scheme I was thinking about, because look, we have the ivory with the black, because it is a funeral, so obviously we need black. But then we have these little gold, like, accessorizing highlights in the stools. And like, obviously, we're not going to do this at a bar, but we can use this as sort of an example that shows how elegant that would be, and we could get some like gold ribbons. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so like for example, here it is again, right? We have like the black with the ivory and the gold. And the gold really ties it together as this really cute little accent. I mean, obviously we can't transform Linda's quite like that, which is really why I think we should find a different venue. But I mean, I'm sure there's like a florist we can hire. Kind of tie it together. I do have a decorator. She is only like $15,000 an hour. I mean, here's the thing, Becky. Linda is our friend. And we want everyone else out there, especially parents at the school, to know how generous we are. And that way next year, when it's time to vote for our new PTA president, they'll remember that. Okay, well, I can see here that you're not really appreciating me with my artistic integrity and experience, so I mean, obviously this is all going to be lost on you. So I'll tell you what, Bex, I'm gonna go and hire the caterer and talk to my little decorator, and your job to help with the funeral can be to help Linda cope emotionally, because surely she's having a really hard time and none of the rest of us want to do it. Okay, well, it has been super fun getting to know you. But it looks like I have a massage booked with Enrique, so I have to go. So I'm gonna call you and keep in touch. What's your number? Got you. I'm gonna save you in here as Bex because that's super cute. Alright, girl. So fun. Can't wait to do it again. You have a good day doing whatever it is you do. And I'll talk to you again soon. Okay. Oh, ciao.